Greatness Gang, D4G here.
I am back. What it do, baby?
Alright, man, y'all seen it. Today we're going to be talking about 10 summer bangers that you might want to make sure you have in your collection, man. These are 10 of my favorite ones. Some of them are new, some of them are old. I ain't gonna lie, one of them discontinued, but hey, it's still a banger in my eyes. You can't get it online, you gotta pay a little bit more of a hefty price tag. Still got time to pick you up some, so let's go ahead and get into this first one. Starting the list off, we're gonna go ahead and start off with that Dolce & Gabbana light blue. But we're actually gonna be talking about light blue forever. Now, I can say this right now. This is one of those fragrances to where either you love it or you hate it. One of the main players that you get in this is that grapefruit, and I'm letting you know right now, you might like grapefruit, but this ain't like your typical grapefruit. This has an extremely tart smell with it. That grapefruit comes off extremely tart. I like it a lot, but again, it's one of those to where it can be hit or miss for a lot of people. A little bit of vetiver and musk plays a part in this fragrance as well, dialing down some of that tartness, especially in the transition. But overall, this is a beautiful fragrance, man. Again, extremely tart. Very nice. Somewhat has a sour appeal to it, but on skin, you really just pick up a beautiful grapefruit. For me, this was love at first sniff. I knew that once I got my, I knew my love for grapefruit was true when I found this one. Starting us off, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever. Now this next one is definitely a classic, almost a staple for anybody who's been collecting fragrances for a while. Going into Versace Dylan Blue. Now this one is a little bit different. This one definitely gives you like a shower gel smell about itself. You get that a beautiful aquatic nature about it through those C notes. You also have a great doses of citruses in here also, combining with some ambroxan as well. Well, this is complete mass appeal. Summertime banger for sure. White tea official, white tea approved. That shower gel smell is going to give you a very nice, clean, crisp feeling. And again, just a staple for any collection. This fragrance also has some beautiful spices in it, and I don't know how I forgot about that. And this is one of those, it don't matter what you got going on, day or night. You can really throw this one on and enjoy yourself. Whereas Light Blue Forever, I mainly wear that one during the day. This one right here can go throughout any part of the day, especially if it's in high heat situation. Like I said, a staple for any collection. If you've been collecting for a while, 9 times out of 10, I know you know that this is a summer banger. Versace Dylan Blue. Now we're gonna switch things up a little bit. We're gonna go into a Middle Eastern fragrance. Now this one I did recently pick up within the last couple of months. But ever since I got it, I have to force myself to put this one down. And I'm talking about Winner's Trophy Silver from the House of Lattafa. Beautiful presentation on this. It comes with a dome and everything. It's pretty nice, man. Now if you were looking to get your hands on Valentino Born in Roma, that's very much so how this one's gonna come off. Some people say the Intense. To me, it just has that DNA. I don't care which one. It can be the OG or the Intense. It has that DNA. You get hit with a huge dose of lavender, and that's really gonna be one of the main players in this. Now, even though this fragrance is lavender dominant, you still have supporting notes with the great citruses that come with it, as well as those woods in the dry down as it starts to transition. This fragrance has beautiful aromatics, but it also does have a few resins in here as well, so just keep that in mind. Almost gives it like a balsamic feel, but nothing too crazy. You're still mostly gonna get those aromatics and the citruses for sure. Now, if you don't pay attention to nothing else in this video, this fragrance right here for sure is signature scent worthy. I'm telling you, fam, this is a compliment getter at the same time. I don't care what I got going on, whether it's during the day, whether it's at nighttime. I've even worn this to the gym and I've gotten compliments. One of my buddies at the gym actually picked this up because he smelled it. Plus, again, you know, you B.O.B. General, always gonna make sure we find you those affordable fragrances. And this one is under that $40 price range, so it is B.O.B. safe for all my people out there that's part of the greatness gang. If you're looking for a compliment getting type of DNA that's still affordable, that you can rock during the summer, really, you can throw this one on year round, but we're talking about summer bangers, and this one right here is one of them. Winner's Trophy Silver from the House of Lattafa. All right, now going back to the designer realm of things, and this one right here is definitely a max 30 for me. Again, if you're new, max 30 is all I'm saying is if you only got 30 fragrances in your collection, would this be one of them? And for me, this is one of them. Talking about Azzaro Chrome Extreme. I remember when I first found this at the rack store, it was 40 bucks. I think it was 30 actually. I knew I had to get it. I knew I had to get my hands on this. A beautiful mixture between those C notes while still getting a little bit of green mandarin at the same time in the open. Now, thanks to the juniper berries in this, it does add a slight balsamic feel to it, but there's nothing off-putting about it at all. It's mostly going to be those aquatics and citruses that you do pick up in this. Now, out of all the fragrances on this list, this one is definitely a top contender for like the strongest body, strongest sillage, projection. This one just pushes in those high heat situations. Very affordable and easy going at the same time. One of those fragrances you don't really have to think about when you want to reach for something nice. You just got to grab this one and go. And this one as well can be day or night. Personally, I do use this more so towards day and evening, but either way, you can rock out with your out on this one. You will definitely enjoy yourself. Fourth fragrance, Zorro Chrome Extreme. Now, I did tell y'all that there was one discontinued fragrance on this list, and this is that one, fam. It is still available, but just not as much as it used to be. You really have to search and dig for this one. But if you could find it, you will love having this one in your collection, especially during the spring and summer. I'm talking about 1 Million Cologne, fam. Yes, 1 Million Cologne is him. Citruses mixing with a nice aromatic with the leather drawdown. Now, even though those are the main things that you're gonna get, I think the main thing in this fragrance that surprises me that I truly do enjoy is that rose note that you get in the mid. It has a beautiful presence of floral accords that just touches this fragrance and sets it up a whole nother notch. If you like shower gel fragrances, you would enjoy this one because this does have that very clean shower gel smell. This is another one that is white tea approved for sure, especially in high heat. Slightly above average performance, but the one thing I like about this one is that this fragrance is extremely versatile. You can really do this in a white tea chilling, just out and about. Or if you wanted to, you could definitely dress this up and do some fun with it. Business, casual, even a date night if you want to keep it classy. Like this one has a Swiss Army knife appeal. As long as you got that high heat situations, summertime specifically, yes, this one will shine. Fifth fragrance on the list, 1 Million Cologne. Now y'all know I'm starting to dibble and dabble into some niche a little bit, so it's only right that I put this one in the list as well. It's a Drap Boise from Mancera. Shout out to the Facebook group, man, because I got this one in a trade. I don't even remember what I traded, but I know that I won this because I enjoy this fragrance. Beautiful. Citruses, blackcurrant. This fragrance does have a fruity nuance about itself while adding a beautiful woody earthy mix to it. Another one of those that's very easy to wear, easy going, compliment getting for sure as well. And it's something about it to where when you smell this, you have this on, you definitely have an upbeat feeling about yourself. It's very refreshing in a way, and it's very fresh in a way at the same time. I probably should have named this video White Tea Fragrances because this is another one that's just a clean citrus mix with woods. Very easy to wear and extremely mass appeal at the same time. Sixth fragrance, it's a Drap Boise from Mancera. All right, I wouldn't be right if I ain't throw at least something in there that the ladies could rock. Why not go with a beautiful coconut style fragrance? Talking about coconut daiquiri from Sphinx Fragrances. My guy Neve was on point with this one, man. A beautiful fragrance has a great dosage of fruits, also a great dosage of musk at the same time. Now, even though you do get a little bit of coconut in there, that's not the main player, so you don't really have to worry about that. It's a lot of fruits, a lot of sugar, and a beautiful touch of musk to go along with it. A beautiful fragrance if you're gonna be by a big body of water. Even if you're not by a body of water, I would still say that this one's more so a Sunday fun day type of fragrance. I ain't wearing this one to work. It's too sweet, it's too fun. But out and about enjoying myself with some friends, yeah, especially if it's daytime, this is one of those fragrances that would be so easy for me to grab, whether it's during the day or if I'm by a body of water. Mainly those two situations right there. This is a green bean every time. This fragrance has those citruses. This fragrance has a little bit of fizz to it. But mostly this fragrance mostly screams fun. Very uplifting while still being refreshing at the same time. Like I said, they was on point with this one, no complaints. Seventh fragrance on the list, Coconut Daiquiri by Sphinx Fragrances. Going back to the Middle Eastern side of things, hitting y'all with an affordable fragrance. This one is a clone from my guy Tom Ford. Shout out to TF. But right now we're gonna shout out Maison Alhambra for the work that they did on Porto No Rolling. Woo! Hey, a beautiful fragrance that does have a nice fizz to it. Now, one of the things that I always say about this fragrance is this right here, fam. This fragrance reminds me of like a fizzy Sprite. Think about if you had a bowl of Frosted Flakes and some Sprite right next to each other and you just combine those two smells. That's very much so how this comes off to me. Beautiful floral accords. You do have some citruses as well. Now the one thing I gotta say about this one is that this is around that average performance. You're gonna get around like 5 hours, maybe 6 if you're lucky with this one. But it will fulfill those fun vibes, give you what you need out and about, enjoying yourself. Could be one that you could possibly wear to work. You just gotta dial the sprays back a little bit. But in those high heat situations, Porto Neroli by Maison Alhambra shine. Shout out to the Maison Alhambra crew. They did amazing work with all of their Tom Ford clones. I have almost every single one of them, mainly the ones that I want. I'll probably say this one's like top 3 out of the ones that I have. Now I do apologize again. This is gonna be the last one that's like white tea approved. But if you know, summertime, it's only right, fam. That Lacoste L1212 Blanc is a classic when it comes to high heat. Citruses and woods, but one of the main things about this one is that beautiful tuberose that it has in the mid. You pick up slight cues of it in the opening, but it just shines throughout majority of this fragrance. One of the main things I like about this one is, again, the versatility that this one has. Now, this one I can see myself doing day or night at the same time, thanks to those beautiful aromatics that this has in it. This is another one of the fragrances that is just easy mass appeal DNA. Somewhat simple in a way, but very effective with this one. I was able to pick mine up at a rack store, around at $40 for a gift set. So this one is an affordable fragrance if you look online or if you check at your local rack stores. They'll have it in there for you as well. That's where I would personally suggest checking first. If you like something that has some citruses up top, if you like something that has some woods in the dry down, if you like a little bit of floral accord in the mid as well, can't go wrong with this one. Ninth fragrance on the list, Lacoste L1212 Blanc. And last but not least, this is one of my more recent pickups again, but this one is just, I don't know how this one got so low as it did for designer fragrance. And we're talking about Ralph Club EDP. Damn, I picked this fragrance up for $30 off of Walgreens. Yes, you heard that correct. $30 off of Walgreens, and it was worth every bit of it. Yeah. Mainly gonna be getting a lot of lavender in this, so you do have to be a fan of aromatics. You got to be a fan of how that lavender is gonna come off. This is gonna be heavy. Some it might come off screeching in a way, but for me it comes off very clean, easy to throw on, easy to wear, very versatile. Again, Swiss Army knife type of fragrance, dressed this up or down. Again, those lavenders is gonna carry you throughout majority of the fragrance. Somewhat has a woody dry down while still maintaining those aromatics. Now this one for sure, I'm gonna let y'all know. If I can find the link for this one again, I will have that link in the description. Because this one right here is one that for under $40, I can't see you really going wrong with this one. Last fragrance on our list, Ralph's Club EDP. But that's gonna be the video, man. Let me know what y'all think down in the description. How many of these 10 fragrances do you have in your collection? And which ones do you agree on that are absolute summer bangers to your opinion? Let me know down in the comment section. Let's have a conversation. But with all that being said, we got to get up out of here. I hope y'all have a great day. I hope y'all have a phenomenal day. Stay on your square. Stay on your purpose. Don't let nobody take you off of it, fam. D4G, truly blessed, destined for greatness. We out.